As far as Chirag Paswan is considered, he is one of the biggest gainer. Yes, are you getting my voice? Right now, I am standing in front of Chirag Paswan residence, and probably he is one of the biggest gainer in this Vidhan Sabha election, because last time in Vidhan Sabha election he was gained only one seat, but this time he is plus 22. So, as far as Chirag Paswan and Young Page is concerned, he is one of the biggest gainer in this election, and this is his house, and probably 2 o'clock he is leaving this house. As far as his expectation is concerned, they are probably coming after some time. But yes, Chirag Paswan, as far as his strike rate is concerned, almost 100%, because last time Lok Sabha election he won 5 seats, and this time he is plus 22. Out of 29. So, naturally, he is one of the biggest gainer in this Vidhan Sabha election, and everybody is waiting for his reaction. Probably 2 o'clock he is coming outside his residence. Sudha.
All right, when you say he's a very, very big gainer, Kumar Kundan, the thing is that the man, I think, strategized, one of the best strategies can be attributed to Chirag Paswan in this election. Whenever 2025 will be spoken about, there is going to be one thing about Chirag Paswan, that do not underestimate the strength of Chirag Paswan. Do you agree with me, Kumar?
100%, because remember last time Vidhan Sabha election he fought 135 seats and won only one seat, but this time his score rate is more than 22, I mean plus 22. So considering last Vidhan Sabha election and this time, he is one of the biggest gainer as far as this Vidhan Sabha election is concerned. And even in last Lok Sabha election, he won completely 5 seats. So young faces, I mean completely strategy, and there are something which is very much remarkable as far as Chirag Paswan is concerned. Remember the day when Nityanand Rai was Chirag Paswan's resident in Delhi, and he was asking more and more seats, and they were not allowing to give me, I mean, not more than 20 or 25 seats. But last moment, he secured at least 29 seats, and now he is getting 22 plus. So definitely he is one of the biggest gainer, and now he is considering one of the biggest, I mean, probable young face in Bihar. Again, I am telling you, we are just waiting for his first reaction, and probably 10 to 20 or 25 minutes he is coming for his reaction, and he is going to LJP office, and there is celebration is going on. So yes, Chirag Paswan, one of the best, I mean, as far as party performance is concerned, he is one of the best gainer in this election. Sudha.
Kumar, I'll come back to you. Thank you so much for bringing us up to date on the report on Chirag Paswan. And the minute he appears, we shall get back to you. Thank you very much. Smita, I'm so sorry I interject. You were saying that it is about Nitish. Yeah.
No, so I just want to say that it is time. People who analyze, who comment and who write need to get out of these cliches of young and old. We have a leader of a party who has been leading his party for 20 years. He remains young. We all got older. I don't know how he remains young. I mean, I compare myself 20 years earlier. So we need to get out of these cliches. It is the person, the man or the woman who understands the pulse of the people. And I would also say that some people, disgraceful as it is, are, simplifying, oversimplifying this entire election. And I'm going by social media reactions because today I'm here with you, are oversimplifying this election by putting all the credit to the 10,000, the 10,000 scheme. They need to understand that it was just one of the dozen factors which, consolidated the vote for the party, and it's not like the others did not have to offer. It is always a composite result. It is always a combination of several factors. The voter, he or she will judge which way seems to be their life will be better. Those who are questioning the 10,000 scheme, first of all, have they not promised anything? Secondly, if people believe that what you have promised is not as attractive as what they are getting in hand, then certainly there is a question about the delivery. And I have met people in Bihar. I am not talking of women who got the 10,000. They were featured everywhere. I am talking of women who were eligible but did not get the 10,000. I asked them, I said, you haven't got it What have you thought about the election? They said, नहीं, हमारा नाम गया है ना, मिलेगा. ऐसा हो नहीं सकता कि नहीं.
वो विश्वास था. There was a trust.
So they trust.
That is very important. Yeah.
Delivery is more important than promise.
Absolutely. Mr. Prasad, what do you think will the role of Chirag Paswan be? See, initially, much like what Smita said, they said he's a greenhorn, he flip-flops, no one. I read a lot about, Chirag Paswan. But look at him today. I mean, the way he has emerged, and not from the boondocks, that's a very wrong word to say, but he has emerged much taller than what was actually anticipated. What role do you think that he'll be accommodated, he'll be given some, a major slice of the pie? How do you look at his future, Mr. Prasad?
So just two things. I don't think it's correct to characterize him as a greenhorn because he's been in politics for a decade, number one.
No, but I've read a lot of
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
The fact remains he was groomed very well by his father, Ramvilas Paswan, and I know, having dealt with that party in earlier phases, he would increasingly include his son in decision-making process, so allowing him to take a decision and take a call, right? So that was one thing. So he was gradually groomed into that position. Number two, except for the last election when a lot of people are talking about it, but he was contesting separately. He was not part of this big platform called NDA. He had separated from NDA and probably was, there was some kind of a very well known infight within that he was angling to against JDU. Right. Now things have changed. He is part of the platform and he bargained for a number of seats. He's got 29, he's hitting 22. He has a future, no doubt. He has a future, but how he shapes himself from now onwards is important because probably he sees a vacuum in leadership emerging in a period of time.
Right.
And he wants, by his own admission, he says, I want to do politics of Bihar, not representing Bihar in Delhi. So I think that's all. You have to watch him and he has age on his side.
Absolutely. He has age on his side. And let's listen to some of the important voices during the result day and we'll get back to the debate in a bit.
चुनाव हाईजैक हो चुका है. अब इस चुनाव का कोई मतलब नहीं है और बिहार में जीत का प्रमाण पत्र एनडीए को पहले ही ज्ञानेश कुमार जी ने मोदी जी को दे दिया है. ये मेरा पहले का बयान है, 3 महीने पहले बोला था. 80 लाख वोट जिस राज्य में काट दिए जाएंगे, जिस राज्य में 5 लाख वोट डुप्लीकेट बनेंगे, जिसमें 1 लाख वोट अता पता नहीं किसका है, उस राज्य के चुनाव परिणाम क्या होंगे? आप सहजता से इस बात को समझ सकते हैं. तो आज पूरी एनडीए को और मोदी जी को जाके अज्ञानेश कुमार को बधाई देनी चाहिए, उनको मिठाई खिलाना चाहिए, उनका माल्यार्पण करना चाहिए कि अज्ञानेश कुमार जी आपकी कृपा से हम लोग बिहार जीत गए.
Remember, we were not the senior partner in the alliance, and that RJD also has to look carefully at its own performance. But I will say that on a matter like this, it's very important that we look at the totality of our performance. Elections are about a number of factors. There is, of course, the popular mood. There is the question of organizational strengths and weaknesses. There is the question of the messaging. A lot of issues which will have to be looked at and to see what went right, what went wrong. But let's wait for the final results before we make a call. The women voters were certainly given some incentives just before the code of conduct. Whether we like it or not, unfortunately, that is legal under our laws. It's from the day of the announcement of the elections that you can no longer do that. I'm afraid this is not the first time that we have seen state governments doing such things of giving benefits to certain segments of society. So this is not, unfortunately, unusual. I can't say it's a healthy practice. I don't think it's a healthy practice.
इलेक्शन का पहले SIR एक वोट चोरी का अगला नेक्स्ट माध्यम बन गया. SIR में आप इलेक्शन में एक असेंबली में 20-30 हज़ार वोट डिलीट कर देते हो अपोजिशन पार्टीज का. ये SIR का थ्रू हुआ है. उसी SIR का बाद इलेक्शन हुआ है और इस इलेक्शन में रिजल्ट अपोजिशन वोटर्स का डिलीट होने के बाद, चुन के डिलीट होने के बाद यही रिजल्ट आना ही संभव था. और हम लोगों का प्रोग्राम अच्छा था, लीडरशिप अच्छा था, सब कुछ. बिहार पिछड़ रही थी, बिहार का समस्या बड़ा था, उसका बाद भी कैसे जीत पा रही है बीजेपी और JDU? सिर्फ ये लोग SIR और वोट चोरी का वजह से कर पा रहे.
एक तो जो महिलाओं को 10,000 रुपये दिए गए, प्रीमा फेसे मैं कह सकता हूँ प्रथम दृष्टिया तो मुझे लगता है 10,000 रुपये दिए गए। वो चुनाव कैंपेन चल रहा तब भी बांटे जा रहे थे, ऐसा कभी होता नहीं है। कैंपेन चल रहा है, पोलिंग होने के एक दिन पहले से पैसे डाले खाते में उनके। और राजस्थान देखिए आप, राजस्थान में हम टेलीफोन बांट रहे थे, मोबाइल फोन बांट रहे थे। जिस दिन आचार लागू हुई उसी वक्त मोबाइल फोन बटना बंद, बल्कि जो पेंशन थी बुजुर्गों की, विधवाओं की, निसज्जनों की, बंद, बांट नहीं सकते आप। और बिहार में सब बढ़ रहे थे, पेंशन बढ़ रही थी, पैसा बढ़ रहा था। 10,000 रुपये बिहार जैसे प्रदेश में महिलाओं को मिल जाए तो आप सोच सकते क्या हो सकता है। एक तो वो फैक्टर भी था, और उसी में आता फिर इलेक्शन कमीशन मुख दर्शक बना रहा, उसने क्यों नहीं रोका। 10,000 रुपये बढ़ रहे थे, चुनाव चलते हुए इलेक्शन कमीशन रोकना ही था, उसको रोका ही नहीं उन्होंने। रास्ता में रोक दिया, मोबाइल फोन बढ़ रहे थे रोक दिया, पेंशन रोक दी, वहाँ कुछ नहीं कर रहे थे।